Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. My name's Erica and we're going to be going through a trauma-sensitive stretch sequence, mostly focusing on our hips. So we'll be doing some bigger active movements as well as some more restful postures. Now I've got a couple props today, but you can do everything without them. I've got a big bolster here and 2 blocks. You could also use like a cushion or a pillow just to help support you in some of the deeper stretches. So I'm going to move the blocks off to the side just to start and grab my bolster. So when you're ready, meet me on your mat with your bolster and we'll get started. Okay, so I'm bringing this bolster in front of me for a deep hip opening resting fold. So my knees are going to come as wide as the mat, big toes to touch, pulling this bolster in towards my hips, and I'm slowly going to just drape myself over this bolster. And head can face whichever way, right or left, or forehead down towards the center. We'll just be here for about 2 minutes as we're starting to just reconnect with what we feel, either outside of our body or inside of our body, our breathing. So I just start to notice the tops of my feet pressing into the mat, my knees, even the asymmetry in the way that my knees are pressing into the mat. I feel that too. I start to notice the way that my stomach and my chest, my rib cage is pressing into this bolster, feeling my shoulders reaching forward with my elbows and my hands pressing into this mat. Maybe even some light taps of your fingers onto the mat as well. Then I start to notice my neck. I'm twisting to the left for me, maybe in a different position for you. And I'm actually going to switch sides so I get a little bit of symmetry here. And I immediately notice this right side is not as tight. So maybe you have that asymmetry, somewhat similar or different. Or maybe you're just keeping your forehead resting, pressing into the mat. And I notice the bolster just pressing into my ear, my cheekbone, the side of my head. And I bring my awareness now to my breathing. So what do you notice about your breath? What in your body is moving? Do you feel your stomach moving? Do you feel the sides of your rib cage moving? The back of your rib cage moving? Even your shoulder blades? Is your breath fast or slow? Hot or cold? Just starting to take inventory of what it is that we're starting with. And then I'm going to just turn my head back towards center and bring some more activation here. So I'm going to start by lifting my gaze up ever so slightly and extending my hands forward. So elbows lift, forearms lift, fingers stretched out wide, and then slowly dragging palms back. So I just invite you to give that a try, maybe matching your breath as you inhale, pressing your palms away, gaze is forward, and exhale, pulling your elbows in towards you, gaze back down towards your bolster. And we inhale to push the hands away. Exhale to bring them back. And one more. Inhale as you feel your mat sliding under your palms. And then exhale as you slowly bring your arms and hands back closer to you. And as you're ready, continuing to walk your hands closer to your body, we're going to move that bolster out of the way and come into tabletop. And now after such a deep hip stretch, just find some organic movements that feel comfortable to your hips, whether it's side to side, some circles, so you get to experiment with just listening to what your body needs and finding some movement, bringing some movement into these big joints. And then as you're ready, we'll come back to tabletop, back to stillness, and let's take some hip circles here. So when I'm doing this, I'm really practicing understanding where my body is in space, even if it's not grounded to the mat. So I'm going to lift my left leg out like the fire hydrant, and then bring it around so the base of my foot is reaching up towards the ceiling, and then knee comes back in. So I'm going to take about 5 of these, and for me, I'm going to focus just on my hip joint, that hip socket. What can I feel in that general area? This is our proprioception input. So like the information that our joints give us, telling us what our body is doing and where it is in space. So some of us have better than others. So just start to notice, what do I feel in my hip joint that is telling me how my hip is moving? Now I'm going to go in the opposite direction, 5 circles. So now I'm pressing the base of my foot up, stamping up towards the ceiling, opening to the side, coming back in, and now I'm going to try focusing on my knee. So I'm even bending my head in my neck so I can watch it, so that visual feedback as well, and just thinking about the shape of the circle, the size of the circle that my knee is creating. I'm going to go one more time and then come all the way down. Does not need to look pretty. It's not a Pilates strengthening move. This is a proprioceptive exercise here. So hands stay grounded. Now your left knee's grounded, right leg goes for it as it opens up to the side, comes around with your foot flexed and up, and then bringing it back down. So we'll do 5 of these. And now I'm gonna focus on the heel of my foot. How is the heel of my foot moving? Is it even making a circle shape? Like, how is that even different than my hips? And I'll go around one more time, just thinking about keeping that foot flexed. My foot does not like to flex or point. Oh my gosh, it's always so floppy. And then I go the opposite direction. So now you choose. What do you want to focus on? Or maybe you just check out for this one, and that's fine too. Maybe you focus on your hands as you send your foot up, around, and down. We'll do 3 more circles. Just letting that leg move through space, ungrounded, but working on still staying in tune with that movement. We've got 1 more, and then I come back to tabletop. All right, perfect. Now, I'm gonna move into kind of through a supported side plank, but just my legs. So I've got my left leg extended long, up on my right knee, and my arms just reach up high. I feel like I need a big breath here, palms together, and I'm just gonna start to lean towards my right, getting a deep stretch all the way along the side of my body, and then towards the left. I'm gonna take that 1 more time. So now we've got some asymmetry here, opening up more of the left side of the hip. And then I'm moving to the left once more. Now I'm gonna try this and change up my hands. So you can keep your hands the same, but I'm gonna cross my wrists and then brings my palms together. So this allows my arms to hug my face more and gives, I don't know, just more, we could call self-grounding around the head. I feel like I even hear myself differently because my arms are pressing against my ears. So it just changes the sensation of a very simple stretch of just moving back and forth a couple times. All right, hands down towards the mat and bring those hips sitting back. This is kind of like a half asymmetrical version of that resting fold we took at the beginning. And then option to keep yourself more upright with your hands planted, or bring yourself down onto your forearms. Maybe your forehead even reaches towards the mat. And we'll just take a moment to slow down. Notice your breathing. I find, even those hip circles, my respiration increased, heart rate increased. And now my body's coming out of it. My breath isn't as shaky. Falling back into that parasympathetic state. And then I slowly bring myself back up. Bring that left leg in, right leg out, opposite side. So that right foot pressing down, side of your foot parallel with the top of your mat, and then pressing into your left knee. Arms come up, palms together, lifting yourself really high. Maybe you even squeeze that right glute to get more of an opening of your hip. And then I start to lean towards the left and to the right. And sure, your core engages, but I also notice just how shifting the weight of my body changes the way I feel my knee and my foot grounded into the mat. And then I'm going to change up my palms, so you can join me with that as well. Pressing my arms close to my ears, and I just lean left and lean right. So I feel that my body weight shifting, pressing more into my left knee and then more into my right foot. So just changing how my body's grounded. And then release those arms, hands down to the mat. And I feel like, see, immediately I'm already going to my forearms. So hips back, hands can be planted with your chest forward. If you feel like you need that heart opening, or if you want more of a stretch in your back with your head bowing forward. I could tell it's like my body, our bodies do this, like they think without us sometimes. And so I was already ready to come down onto my forearms without even thinking about it. So maybe you immediately found yourself on your forearms, maybe you planted your hands, but that's how you get to build trust with your body, is just kind of letting your body choose and staying in there. Noticing, of course, if there's pain, how can you move? How can you get out of that? And then once again, noticing how your breath is changing. My breath is definitely much slower than when I was on the opposite side. And then I'm slowly going to come back up and bring that foot in. And now we're going to come down onto our bellies. So take a moment here just to give yourself time to move into more of this transition of working on our bellies and on our side. And then as you're ready, roll onto right or left. I'm going to roll onto my right side, propping myself up with my hand. My left hand has got me stabilized also just in front of my chest. And then hips are stacked, feet are stacked, and we're just going to start to do some parallel movements. So I'm going to kick my left foot forward, my left leg comes forward, and then back. Maybe you bend your knee, maybe you keep it straight, maybe this is a huge movement for you, maybe it's a tiny movement for you. So you get to experiment with this. We'll do this about 5 times. You might try 5 different ways, or you might just keep it simple. Just do the basics of the move, really allowing your left hand to be what supports you and keeps your body from tumbling down onto your tummy. So I'm going to kick that foot forward one more time. And then as I move it back, I'm planting that left foot down, knee up towards the ceiling. Option to stay here. This is kind of like a unique hip opener. Or if you want something more intense, we can open the shoulder as well. So you're going to come down onto your stomach. That left arm is going to reach out next to you. So that your right shoulder, and left and right, you guys know, is really open. And then I roll back onto my right side, plant that left foot, and just hold. Option for that left arm to come behind you as well. And just start to notice what you feel. Don't need to overthink it. I feel that my right arm is on the hard floor, not my mat. It's colder. I feel my right shoulder really pressing and kind of digging into the mat, because this is a more intense shoulder opener. I feel my right hip pressing into the mat. Just start to notice what do things feel like, even my fingertips behind my back. Just feeling like the fabric of my shirt, the fingertips tapping the mat. Just building that external awareness. Sometimes we don't know what's going on in our body, but we can start to connect to our bodies by noticing what we're feeling externally. Now I'm slowly going to unwind. So release that left leg, plant that left foot, come down onto your belly, and we'll go to the opposite side. So get ready to roll onto your left side, or whatever is opposite for you. I've got my left hand propping me up, right hand planted in front of me, and we'll just do some of our leg kicks as I go forward and back. So I'm going to try some bigger ones. So I'm trying my best just to move my lower body, not making this like a huge spinal movement. So you might feel some core engagement as well. Then I'm gonna try some smaller ones. I've got 2 left. Just some really small ones. So my foot is pointed and I kick forward one last time. I feel like my body wants to roll forward as well. And then I plant that right foot behind me. And then option to go for that deeper stretch. You don't have to make this symmetrical. If you did the shoulder stretch on one side, no one's saying you have to do it on the other. So I'm opening my left shoulder, right hand planted. I'm taking a moment, again, taking inventory of what do I feel. This is not a normal posture for us as humans. We typically don't sleep like this, rest like this, nothing like this. So start to notice, what do your feet feel? What do your hips feel? Your hands? I feel the side of my rib cage really pressing into the mat as I'm breathing. And then I slowly come out of it. And push yourself up. Be gentle with yourself. I'm going to grab a block. And we're going to come into a deeper squat. And this block is going to help give us some support. So I've got it on its lowest setting. And this is where if you want to grab a blanket and just have a blanket, but just to be more grounding over your knees, over your hips, over your legs, feel free to grab a blanket and use that. And so my heels are going to be kind of diagonal extensions of this block. I'm going to interlace my fingers together, fold my hands together, and my elbows are pressing my knees apart. My heart is forward. I'm just holding for a breath. Feel your feet planted. Mine are like half on the mat, half on the floor. And then from here, my right fingertips are gonna tap the floor in front of my right toes, and I'm just gonna open diagonally. So as much as we're opening hips, we're opening shoulders too, getting that connection. Maybe you roll your wrist out. Gaze can be up towards the left hand or down towards the right. And then slowly bring it back, folding hands. Take a breath. And we take the opposite side. Left fingertips kind of brushing the floor here in front of your toes. Right hand reaching up, rolling out the wrist as an option. Gaze might be down towards those fingertips. Opening the shoulder. And then slowly bring hands back together. And from here, we're gonna take 5 big squats. So if you wanna just stay on your block, feel free, or you can follow me all the way through. So I'm gonna reach my hands forward, like flexing my palms towards the camera, and then I'm bringing them all the way up towards the ceiling. I'm running into my ceiling fan. And then I slowly bring them down with control, squatting all the way down, hands down. And we go up again, like squeezing my glutes to give myself power to reach all the way up. If you can hear my ceiling fan, like the little cords clinking together as I'm reaching up. And here we go again, all the way up. So just kind of let your body do the thinking. We don't have to overthink this with our mind. We just kind of let our body flow through the movements. And I've got 2 more. It's always your choice to stop, to rest. Come all the way down. So I'm really using the power of my feet grounded down. My hips are lifting me. Last one, we come up. And slowly release yourself all the way down. I feel like I need to shake out my hands. Maybe you do too. All right, so we got some good movement. And we're just gonna end with hip opener. So I'm gonna grab 2 blocks. And I'm gonna use these blocks to support my shin. Coming down onto your belly. You want your knee supported by one block and your ankle supported by the other. The closer you are to the blocks, the less of a hip opener this is gonna be. So if you wanna scoot yourself further away, that's gonna be a deeper stretch. Gaze can be either side. So I just like to stack my hands, rest my head. And this is one of those stretches where when you go into a stretch like this, sometimes your body is like, oh, we have to make sure things are tight. We need to stay stable, especially for that hip. But over time, your brain realizes like, oh, no, we're not going to overstretch. Like our leg is supported. We can slowly let go with the hip. Because our body's always working to protect us. Always helping us like lengthen, whether it's through our tendons and ligaments, making sure we don't overstretch. Because that's important. There's a reason why you can't just go into the splits whenever you want. That it would hurt yourself. But people are able to train to do that because little by little, not only does your flexibility increase, but your brain starts to recognize a deeper stretch as not being threatening. And then as you're ready, bring yourself closer to those blocks. Peel your leg off the blocks. I'm going to take the opposite side. You can also use the bolster for this too. Lots of variations. So knee up, ankle supported, on your belly. Lower yourself down to where you're comfortable. And give your brain about 30 seconds. It's usually what it takes before it starts to trust the stretch. So you know that your leg is stable and safe, but your brain is testing out, like, can we really let the hip stretch deeper? And so we use our time here just again to practice. What am I feeling? What's going on around me? How does the block feel under my ankle, under my knee? What sensations are sticking out to me? Maybe not even externally, but internally. Do you feel warmth? Do you feel any fuzziness? Any buzzing? Any sensations? Because the more that you practice that external perception, external awareness, then we start to bring that inwards to feel what's going on in the body. Just like we were practicing with our hip circles. Like, how is it that I know what my leg is doing when it's not grounded? It's just kind of flopping around, but with control. I invite you to just take another breath here. I love the stretch because it's that asymmetry, and I feel like I can really breathe and massage like the left side of my rib cage because it's pressing so firmly into the mat. I just invite you to take another breath as you breathe in through your nose. And exhale. And of course, you have the option to stay here as long as you want, but I'm slowly going to remove my leg off those blocks and push myself up into comfortable seat. It's always hard for me to come out of these too. I just need to roll my shoulders up and back. Just find whatever movements your body needs. Maybe your body naturally just starts unwinding. But thank you for joining me. I hope you feel relaxed. I hope you feel open, and I hope you feel safe, because hip openers can release a lot. And so maybe you just made it through a few minutes. Maybe some of them are more uncomfortable than others. So you don't have to push yourself through, but just continue to come back to it. Find safety in it. And over time, your body will begin to trust these movements. And you'll be able to do these stretches without your body telling you that something's unsafe. So I'm proud of you. You guys did great. I will see you again next time.